Hello and welcome back to HeflaTV, guys, where we present to you the Mineski Pro Gaming League season number 6, the Southeast Asian qualifiers, the semi-final of it to be exact. MSI Evolution versus Rave in game number 2, whereas Rave, they took game number 1, they got off to a really good start, then fell a little bit behind, but then just turned it around once again. So, my name is Coucher and I am joined by HeflaMog for this exciting game 2.
Yep, that's me, pretty much. MSI lost their game number 1 here in this best of 3 series in the semifinals, and I know we saw them yesterday, and yesterday they had a good and a bad game, and in a good game we saw that they have potential if they have the right draft and right execution. Unfortunately, I mean, they had a bad start, they have a nice comeback, but unfortunately, like, it's MSI, I have to say it, like, it's one of those teams where I just have the feeling they don't know when they have a momentum and when they should keep on just pushing that momentum, because they knew that the Spectre, for example, is a ticking time bomb. They knew that Ninja Boogie is gonna go fat at some point. Chrissy was already fat, and Jo, of course, the Razor, as the mid hero and with a decent farm, also will play a huge role. So when they had that advantage, I thought, okay, now we see MSI pushing and Rave has to come up with a solution. But no, they didn't have to come up with a solution. They defended with sometimes 3, sometimes 4. And if MSI, like, they were a bit too cocky, then Ninja Boogie just came in with the Spectre ultimate and it was all good. Everything was solved. They were pushed back. So in the end, we had a Tinker with barely any presence on the map. We had a Lycan who died very often in the start and later had pretty much no impact whatsoever, and the 2 Necros they built, they were just like, okay, 400 gold and a lot of experience given away. That's pretty much the outcome of this game. So unfortunately, yeah, MSI, they lose their first game, but I think they have the potential to still get Rave like at least -1 here in this best of 3. And also, you must not forget, Rave, they played before in the Starladder C preseason stuff, which means they already played 3 games. That was their 4th, and this is their 5th now. So maybe Rave is gonna get tired at some point.
Yeah, they might be. At the moment, I mean, they have faceless void, so that is good, but MSI, if they really want to, they can go for a Lycan for the 2nd game in a row, but maybe this time, yes, go for more push. They have the Shadow Shaman as well already, so, I mean, I was like an instant pick for them probably, but they took some time. Thought about it. Of course, Faceless Void is decent enough against Lycan, just catches him in the Chronosphere. But man, the push, especially on the Dire side, is a little bit scarier than it was on the Radiant side, of course. But didn't work out too well last time around. Maybe this time just focus more on the pushing and go Death Ball or just nothing at all.
Yeah. Interesting enough to see is that, like, MSI is getting the Lycan again. This time the Lycan is a bit more dangerous because it's on a Dire side. I mean, before, like, that's the funny part. Since 6.8, we saw the Lycan being first ban material. Some teams let it through, but if they let it through, it was mostly when, when it was Radiant Lycan, so he's not as dangerous. Now, Rave is so confident that they give away a Lycan to the Dire side, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit risky. Maybe Rave, they have confidence in their ability to just deal with the hero. At the moment, Chronosphere is there. They have the Rubik now as well for just a telekinesis. Maybe stealing an additional lockdown from the Shadow Shaman, for example. I mean, Skyrift Mage also available if they really want to just get that huge Faceless Void combination. Paralyzing Cask, as in the Witch Doctor, wouldn't be bad either. And of course, Death Ward into Chronosphere. But, I mean, do you think, or what hero do you think Rave is gonna go for as the just ultimate wombo combo, if at all?
Yeah, I don't know, we could see so much. Like, Ancient Apparition is still in. We have, I don't know, so much still to choose. Witch Talk, of course, I'm a huge fan of it, and could be pretty much everything. I don't know if MSI already wants to start, like, banning out that stuff. I don't think it's worth it because they still have, like, a huge spectrum to choose from.
Well, we will see. I mean, I definitely would prefer something with actually proper lockdown as well. I mean, yes, Ice Blast is extremely strong, and Chilling Touch just helps in the early game as well and whatnot, but the Cold Feet, getting them to proc without using the Chronosphere can be a little bit hard. But we will see what either team wants to go for. Looking at the secondary set of bans though, MSI, they take out the Tinker, which they themselves played in the first game. And of course Tinker just allows so much external damage to come into the Chronosphere. But Rave themselves taking out a Centaur as they did last game and a Brewmaster. But man, MSI, this is definitely gonna be all out push for them.
Yep. This is pushing strat coming out. We have Master Emeralds, a Lycan, a Nature's Prophet. That is, yeah, as much push as you can pretty much get. Like, if they want to go for more, they I don't know, maybe pick a Pugna. I don't know if it works out because Rave, so far, they have proven that they can counter push quite effectively, and that without any specific counter push heroes. That's the funny part. So far they took quite a nice stand about their tower, sometimes made a decision to drop a tower and just fall back and use the time to farm. This is what, I mean, when it comes to smart decisions, Rave just is, I don't know, feels a bit more experienced here.
Well, they might be as well. I mean, I've seen Ninja Boogie, of course, he was playing with Execration, I think, for a long time. And Cheyo, of course, he's been to the international as well, so definitely they have a lot of experience between them. But man, picking up an Alchemist now, I guess that's some additional counter push if they really need to. Acid Spray, of course, just helping out with damage overall into the Chrono as well. Unstable concoctions, easy channels. But I am a little bit afraid for Rave because just stopping that kind of push, that kind of heroes that MSI has so far, it's never gonna be easy.
Yep, absolutely. Alchemist is coming out. We're not sure yet in what position he's gonna play. It's been a while that we've seen a carry Alchemist, so like chances are that this is a support Alchemist, which I also like. We see this most support Alchemist at the moment being played as a minus armor source with a medallion, and then of course the acid spray plus his stun, which is physical. Most people don't even know that, like that it scales amazingly with minus armor. It does huge chunk of damage if you have all that minus armor on you, and yep, let's see how this is working out. MSI, I'm really curious what they pick. It's their 4th pick now. They use quite some of their reserve time, and do they go for more push or more something substantial, like something that can tank up? I mean, they're also lacking at the moment stuns, for example, like any sort of disable. Of course, you have a Shadow Shaman, but I mean, a Shadow Shaman is just one hero, and he's facing like a stun of the Alchemist, a Rubik, Bashes of Void. Okay, a Scarab Mage, that's quite interesting. To be honest, it might as well also been like a counter pick, like not as a counter pick countering directly anything, just to take the Scarab Mage away from Rave, because Faceless Void plus Scarab Mage is an awesome synergy. Chrono into Mystic Flare, it's an awful combo for you.
It certainly is, and although I definitely wasn't expecting that hero to come up from them, I was like, Venomancer, but you said they probably want stuns, which of course Scarab Mage really doesn't have either, so I was maybe even pick up a Leshrac, have a stun, Diabolic Edict for some push, or maybe, just maybe, even get that Witch Doctor, Paralyzing Cask, but Voodoo Restoration to keep the creeps alive for pushes, as well as in the team fights even. But none of those coming out in Scarab Mage, I mean, like you said, might have been kind of a block pick of sorts. So Rave, we'll see how they react to this. Yep,
absolutely, and well, the answer has to come right now. It's their 4th pick, and this one is okay. It's the offlaner, Darkseer. It is.
Wow,
that's interesting. Actually, also not quite a bad combo. I like the Faceless Void and Darkseer combo. There's multiple things you can do with it. Obviously, I mean, first of all, like with an Ice Chrono, you can put say the wall directly on top of it, and as soon as the Chrono fades, you just go for a Vacuum, which is additional damage than the illusions they kick in. Plus, you can give the Iron Shell to the Faceless Void, so for all the time being the Faceless Void is attacking someone in the Chrono, you obviously get all that damage as well. So that's quite a nice combo as such. It's not like the traditional synergy as such or wombo, but it is a nice combo without wombo.
Yeah, I mean, I would want to see just Vacuum into Unstable Concoction into Chronosphere, something like that. But to be honest, on the laning phase, I think the Darkseer might have a kind of a hard time, because Scarab Mage with the Ancient Seal, of course, can prevent that surge from ever coming out. Then Shadow Shaman follows up with the Shackles, something close to that. Might become a little bit hard, although, yes, like you said, man, the wombo is definitely gonna be there. Whether they can actually pull it off, it's a whole different question. Because I just remember seeing so many Sand King Darkseer games in March or April, and so rarely you could actually see a proper like Vacuum into Epicenter Burrow Strike, something like that. But MSI last pick, They're going for a bristleback, so how does this leave their lanes now?
That's actually a good question. With the bristleback, I mean, this is bristleback safe lane, like in mid, Nature's Prophet offline, Scarif Mage and Shadow Shaman as the tri-lane support, with a lot of roaming potential as well. That would be my guess.
Oh man, Rave. Well, they put some more wombo, because
Some
vacuum
more
into the Sonic Wave, Scream of Pain as well, of course.
Yep. So
But
we have
man,
Ninja Boogie. This is a safe lane, Void, a Queen of Pain in the mid, and Darkseer, of course, in the offlane, Rubik and Alchemist support. So I was right about the Alchemist support. Cast is gonna play him. Yep, that definitely looks interesting. I like both pickups, actually. I like both drafts. In my opinion, Rave needs a bit longer to bring it online, while MSI, they can go right from the get-go with this, like especially the Scarif Mage Shadow Shaman combo, even with the Nature's Prophet TPing in as soon as he's level 2 and having like the global presence with his teleportation. The Bristleback obviously getting tankier later on, but of course against the Chrono and magical damage, he can't do really anything. I would like to see a pipe on him if he's not even a mech carrier. We can't go both, obviously. That would be a bit too much to ask, and I don't know. I like both drafts. I think this game is as open as it could be. Like game 1, we saw a huge difference in the draft. This time, I think it's going to be a much closer game. It all comes down to how much damage value do we get on the Void and how much damage do we get on the Queen of Pain. If the Queen of Pain gets a great start here, this is really getting dangerous, because the Queen of Pain with a lot of farm, like the Skyrife Mage, Furion, as well as the Rasta, these are all targets you can nuke down easily because of the low HP pool. So I think shutting down the Queen of Pain is very important. But of course, in the end, also Ninja Boogie. Like, he's a great farmer as such. We've seen this guy now many games. Like, he really wants to go on that Void. By the way, he has the most ugly Void weapon I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this
yeah,
is...
okay,
like
maybe as far as Void weapons go, yes, but I would definitely wouldn't call it the ugliest weapon overall in this
No,
game.
it looks like he stole a weapon from Omni Knight. This is the Omni Knight hammer. Look at this. This is some paladin hammer. Like,
To be honest,
it's like
hitting with
I
a
just killed
hammer,
the Omni Knight. And I got this
hitting
nice
with
weapon
hammers
from him.
has a higher chance of getting time locked, because getting stunned it makes more sense when getting hit by a hammer rather than an axe.
I don't think so. But either way,
I mean,
we have
if you get hit by axe, you should bleed, but if you get hit by a hammer, you get stunned.
Yep, and they're checking for Roshan. Like, they were really afraid that there might be actually a Roshan happening. Now we have the Nature's Prophet trains. So nothing is actually happening. They're going back with that smoke in the end, and...
Well, they know... What? Oh, no, it's a tree and... For a second I watched that it's a ward. I don't know why, man. It looked like a ward to me, the tree ant.
Yep.
I went full retard there. But
Mutated
I guess we
plan.
can go over the lineups, so...
Yes, let's
you
go.
pick the side.
I picked the side. I go with the easier names. And Ninja Boogie is going to play here, the Faceless Void. He's going to be in the safe lane. Behind him, we have the Alchemist, played by Cast. And then in the mid, we're going to find Jayo, of course, on the Queen of Pain. Also in the mid at the moment is Ryo, but he was only planting a ward there. He's going back to the safe lane. And last but not least, of course, the Chrissy on the Darkseer. I like this player, to be honest. Like, I have to be honest, like, I'm a bit Chrissy fanboy by now, because I really liked his performance on the Furion the last days when we casted the qualifiers, and what he showed on the Doom. Like, for me, he was the MVP of the last match. Like, he made that all possible. Of course, always with the help, but like his initiations, his tankiness, his consistent farm, that made it all possible. Either way, let's look on the Dire side before we see too much action.
For MSI, JYC is already just hanging out on this top lane in this little hole on the Shadow Shaman Ash.
Oh, bottom, we have a go.
Can they really get the kill this early on? I mean, Nature Prophet is so much trouble. Oh no, Cast! He stuns himself. The time walk comes out the slowest there, but he's going for the turnaround Rior. He's forced to run away, and BMB, can you really escape? Nope, the telekinesis there. He's still gonna go down. Probably the tree and actually blocking himself a little bit. But
Yep.
man, Cast just getting juked. Vision.
Look, the same about Chrissy. He's eating himself through, but oh, the Skyrife Mage, he's gonna get some tower hits of that. But either way, like, I knew that there's early action going on, but in the end, Rave being again successful, again getting the first blood. Let's finish the introduction and then let's see if there's more action.
J1D, JND, YND, man. Those names. They're just so crumbled up as well. But man, he's playing the Skyrife Mage. Shenroi will be on the Bristleback, farming up the safe lane. Mid lane, taken up by Chotan on the Lycan, who's already struggling a lot. And BYB is the offlane Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, but this is just natural that the Lycan will have some trouble against the Queen of Pain for obvious reasons, but he still has tangos and he just has to manage it to the bottle, and then it should be quite fine.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, you were speaking of Chrissy. I do believe he ended the last game with a score of like 19-1-6 or 19-1 something, and definitely a really high priority player. And actually, I think a lot in this game will come down to how well Chrissy fares in this top lane, because he needs so many levels. You were talking in the draft that Rave, their lineup might take a little bit longer to come online, and the biggest part of it is that the Darkseid just won't have a high enough level vacuum, I think. So
yep.
He needs like that level 10 or something crazy like that really soon.
Yeah, this is one of the games where I don't think we're gonna see the wall being picked up very early, because like those utility spells around it, they are more important, like Iron Shell, Vacuum, and at least 1 or 2 points in Surge. But let's see, in the mid, the Lycan, as I said, he's not really happy. He also, like, with the low level wolves, he can't really do anything, like no harass on Jo. He's even farming those wolves, focusing on them, and yeah, the strike, the Shadow Strike, is just harassing him too much. There's 2 points in it now. That's damage over time. It's very, very painful for the Lycan. Did he manage to get his bottle up yet? No, 700 something. Now the bottle is coming, but of course with a slow courier, so that's gonna take a while. For now, he managed 9 and 2, which is quite surprising, but of course almost double as much farm on Jo here in the mid.
Yeah,
17,
time
18
walk
and
onto
6.
BYB, he's still only level 1. Fate Bolt is there as well. They have telekinesis. Can Rior get in range though? No, he cannot. Oh, never mind. Yes, he can. And Ninja Boogie gets the time lock as well. What a lucky one. One more right click. Rior gets the kill.
I can't believe it. That was the bash he needed. That was exactly the bash he needed. Exactly after the telekinesis, you get the bash for a permanently, like, chain lockdown. I mean, sometimes the RNG gods just have to be on your side.
Indeed they do, and I love what Chris is doing now though, just going into the jungle, because he got 0 points of XP in that off lane. And I think Nature Prophet actually might want to do the same. Never mind, Nature Prophet, he's coming back to the bottom lane. He's not giving up on that lane, whereas Chrissy, he's like, yeah, I need at least level 2 before I can go back. I need to have that surge before I do anything. So,
yep.
Just, actually, I mean, the Bristleback, he's only 15 and 5 compared to 2011 on the Faceless Void. So as far as safe lane farm goes, he's not getting the most out of it, at least not for the time being. Maybe the early Ion Shells were annoying.
Yeah, when it comes to shutting down the offlane, both teams were quite successful. The Darkseid is not getting much, but yeah, you're absolutely right. The Faceless Void is doing much better than his equivalent on the other side. But in the mid, oh yeah, there we have a go.
Yeah, the Shackles, will there be enough damage to know the Silence Arcane Bolts?
Yes, that's exactly what I needed. This is what gives Lycan the edge over the Queen of Pain here, and that's why I like the Skywrath Mage pickup, and that's why I didn't like the Quap, because yeah, Quap is also very allergic to silence, obviously. And now, I mean, those two supports, to be honest, of MSI, this is what keeps them in the game at the moment. I mean, the offlane kind of failed. Oh, do we have a go here on the Fury? No, Ninja Boogie just being aggressive. But yeah, the mid lane having a bad start against Jo, and the Bristleback not being the best farmer on the planet. But these two supports with their side pulls, they were really, really, really successful. And, oh, let's see, Ninja Boogie. Oh, here, that is quite a deep dive here. Oh, they're using Time Walk even to get out of it.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird by him, what he did there, but I guess no harm, no foul, still will get his last hit stun. Of course, PYV picking up some nice XP now that the creep wave actually isn't getting pulled by the supports. Cast now will deal with it, I guess, but gonna be a single pull at best. Rior hanging out mid lane just to shut down the Lycan even more, I guess. I mean, oh, Fist Void, what? Oh, Chrono was used. I was like, yeah, he just hit level 6, so BYB goes down once again.
That Furion, not the happiest Furion.
By the way, Rave,
at all.
They start with 3 early kills once again.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same which we had in game number 1, like focusing on one target and just shutting it down completely. And this Furion, I don't know, like he's level 3, 3.5.
Well, actually, pretty much exactly the same as Chrissy is. So offlaners.
The problem is Chrissy, like he learned from all this and he just went into the jungle.
Is he bait into Cheo or no? Cheo backs off in time. Had enough vision with this Observer Ward to actually spout out Skywrath Mage.
So I don't know, MSI. What is MSI? What does MSI need? That's a good question. I think he should just abandon the lane, just like they did on Rave's side, because I just don't see how this is gonna...
He's just gonna go push,
outcome,
level 2, 3 ends.
But Queen of Pain is already there, and this is also a Queen of Pain with Sonic Wave. Nice positioning, and he gets that Sonic Wave on all 4.
Well, they have vision of him though, so I guess the tower will survive for the time being. Acid Spray comes out as well, level 2 already. But do you think actually the Cheo might be going for an Aghanim Scepter this game just to stop the pushes every 40 seconds?
Good question. This is a good question. I don't know. MSI, we are looking at the 7th minute, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, pull some numbers and see when they can push with the Furin being shut down that badly, like not even having mana for treants, just going for right-click farming now in the jungle. It's looking really bad, so the only thing that's really left for pushing is the Lycan, but the Lycan's still interested in at least getting the flats up, I don't know, making that rush possible, early Roshan that is, and I don't know, that leaves the Rasta, but the Rasta is level 4, almost level 5, so I don't know, minute 9, maybe minute 10 we have the first Master Open Boards. Maybe then we're gonna see the first life sign of MSI's pushing strat. But in the meantime, the Void is completely left alone. I don't know if you think he's gonna go for a Midas here? Because he got 1,600 gold and he's being left alone all the time. Why not going for a Midas? You have an advantage already. You might as well go for more.
I think he's probably gonna go for Maelstrom or Mask of Madness, one of the two. And I guess Mask of Madness it is. Picks up a Morbid Mask just now. I mean, you would want to just pick up Midas way earlier otherwise, because he was involved in the first blood and just got so much early farm. I mean, he has Poor Man's Shield, Power Threats, and the Ring of Aquila. So they definitely want to fight early, and with their lineup, I think it makes
Did you just see what happened in the mid? The Lycan popped his Shapeshift just to get, really just to get that rune. But I don't know why he did it, because the Skyrive Mage silenced the Queen of Pain. There was no way, but
gets the chrono to BYB, should be an easy kill with a little help from the Fate Bolt of Rubik, and indeed one more right click, telekinesis up just to make sure.
Yep, Ninja Boogie is gonna have the game of his life here. Like, I don't even wanna know his GPM, I'm still looking, but he is 8 minutes in, 8.5 minutes in it, he's almost at 600 GPM. The next highest on GPM is at the moment the Bristleback with 380, and the funny part is he also has relatively free farm, but he doesn't get the bonus kills, of course, from the Furin, and he doesn't get the tower, so that's why the GPM on Ninja Boogie is so high. But I mean, look at his XP, like, it's just nuts. He is almost level 9 here on that Faceless Void. The free farm Bristleback is not even level 8 yet.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to, or meant to ask you about it as well. What do you think of the Bristleback going for a Midas in a game like this? I mean, I guess they arguably have maybe somewhat better late game, although even that's really questionable to me, to be honest.
No, I think the Midas is a stupid thing to go for on a Bristleback, because by now he could have, instead of that Midas, having a mech, and they could start pushing as soon as the Rasta's level 6, which he is right now, which means the Rasta now having the Master Open Boards. Just imagine a mech coming out on him and then directly a Pipe Rush afterwards. That might have been something successful. I mean, Jesus, they have a Lycan, a Furin, Master Open Boards, and a Bristleback who can tank tons of it. They can take tier 1 tower after tier 1 tower if they want to, but apparently they don't want to.
Well, I think they're waiting for the mech to come out on Bristleback first, which is almost done. Needs a recipe for it. So that's about it. But oh, mid lane, the Sonic Wave! Oh my god, Cheo. Just before the Ancient Seal came out, he got the Sonic Wave, so bye bye Skyrive.
Yep, that was so fast, that kill. Obviously, I mean, a Queen of Pain here on level 8, almost level 9, is just blowing up a Skyrive Mage at any point. Skyrive Mage, his HP is so low. I mean, he comes naturally with a very low HP.
Will we see some TP? Yes, we will. It is the Faceless Void. He has the Chronosphere as well. Can you put it to good use? He's time walking in. Chrono only to BYB. Oh, but GYC, he runs into it. Oh, as does Shenroid. That was a mean mistake, although Hex is there. Master Serpent versus well, the Shackles. The Shackles cancelled immediately. Telekinesis stuff. But Ninja Boogie will still fall down. There's the silence, and I don't think this kill was worth it.
Yep, that is not really worth it, that kill. And the Bristleback, he wants to go for that tower. Is there some deny? No, deny attempt is failing. So yeah, Ninja Boogie is giving away a dominating streak here. That's quite interesting, to say the least. I mean, Jo is getting at least a tower here in the mid. There is a rotation of the Fury, and he's trying to deny it, but also fails on this one. So in the end, it's a 1-1 tower trade and a 1-1 hero trade, but a dominating Void on level 9 versus a Furion on level 5. That is like, I don't know, at least in my world, a bad trade.
By the way, at the moment, Nature Prophet, he has just as many kills as he does levels. Do you think that will be a theme throughout the game, or can you actually surpass that death per level mark?
I don't know.
It would be so sick, like Nature Prophet, level 10, 10 deaths. But actually both teams, they get their max at the exact same time.
Yeah, max at the exact same time coming out. But it would be funny if the Nature's Prophet really keeps this up. But now we have the Howl coming out, the Wolves, as well as, of course, the Trains. They go for early Roshan, but Rave, they're well aware of this. They're absolutely aware of this. And yeah, Jo is coming in. Is there silence? The silence actually makes it interesting. But no, Ninja Boogie is coming in. And he actually gets the kill already on the Skyref Mage. Now we have the Shapeshift. They want to get Ninja Boogie here. But the Iron Shell already doing so much damage. Ninja Boogie having time lapse pretty much soon. And Jo is just holding them off for now. And I don't know, the Rasta, he didn't get to cast anything so far. He's gonna die right after the Ether Shock. The wall is coming out as well. Now, oh my god, the mech is used now, but I think this one is a bit too late. Furin is going down, and now it's all about Prisselback getting maybe the kill on Jo, unless he can...
Oh, he's gonna go down 3x Wolves. Oh, a blink! Oh, and Chandru actually ran into the wall that was in the roast
he ran
pit.
into the wall and died there. I don't know.
Man. That was so unfortunate for MSI. And did Rave really only lose Darkseer there? I think so.
Yep, they only lost the Darkseer here. The Roshan is surviving, but I mean, fortunately for MSI, they can't, like, I mean, Rave can't finish the Roshan that is on low HP, which means now they might actually go back in there, but then again, no, this time I think Rave can't contest it. The way of, by the way, this is the perfect demonstration why the Dire side has such an advantage, because the way to Roshan is so much shorter. Like, by the time Rave is going back to region, the respawn timer of MSI is just enough to run back into the Roshan, but they want more.
Boogie, he's ready to go for the kills. Mask of Madness activated Chrono only onto one hero. They want the Skyref Mage bad by the looks of it. Nice telekinesis, Chandru actually thrown into the Chrono as well. Beautiful execution from Rior, and Time Walk. No, Ninja Boogie, he wanted more, but they're gonna have to be satisfied with 2. Are you getting some server lags as well, by the way, or is it only me?
I don't know, this might actually be tier 2 tower, and with these 2 kills, this is, I don't know, Rave just doing it much better at the moment. Like, they are 12 and 3 on the kills at the moment. It's just not looking good for MSI. Also no split push coming out, even though they could. The Shadow Shaman is now bottom lane, but there is a Darkseer, and the Darkseer with a mech, he can even, I don't know, farm half of your wards. So the Rasta at the moment, Ether Shocking just the small creep wave. I don't know, I really thought this pushing lineup, to be honest, this is the first time in months I've seen a push draft that doesn't push.
Oh, you just need those initial levels, some items well, and of course Rave overall. They've been putting so much aggression themselves on the map, so that MSI have been kind of forced to react rather than play the split push game and make Rave TP back or something. And just their aggressive nature of the lineup, and of course Faceless Void getting
Rasta wants the Darkseer here, but now the Siege Engine saw him, but he's running in the wrong direction. There is a Skyref Mage here waiting for him. There's the silence, the slow. Can the Rasta actually catch up there? That's the interesting part. If a Hex coming out, that's the interesting part. Is there another Surge? Yes, he gets the another Surge out. There's Ether Shock. This is Rasta just too slow. The wall is coming out just because he knows probably that he's dying, and yes, Mystic Flare, and he's running directly in it.
Well, I mean, but I guess space created in the meantime. Jo just chips away at the tier 1 tower top lane. Mid lane was farming up as well, while MSI had 4 heroes chasing the Darkseer. I mean, yes, it's always nice to get the kill, but you have to think about what more they're gonna get. But Mask of Madness, Hex onto Ninja Boogie. Will the Shackles follow as well? Nope, the time lock. Oh, one more right click, that's all he needs. Nature Prophet TPing in, Wrath of Nature, and Ninja Boogie goes down.
Oh, he's dying. The Fate Bolt of Rubik is bouncing. But still, what a play by the Rasta. Ninja Boogie not lucky enough, but at the same time here we have the Lycan versus the Alchemist, but it's more like they accept each other, like there's a friendly coexistence at the moment. But the stun is channeled, but he's stunning himself, and this might actually be the opening.
Yeah, they're gonna go in, the Chemical Rage is gonna wear off soon enough as well. Can they do enough damage? The right clicks are there. The Vicious Nasal go minus armor of the mech from Chrissy actually keeps them alive, and now it's their turn to strike back. TPs, Shapeshift, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, can they blow him up? Jo needs to use the Sonic Wave if they want to do it. The Sonic Wave is there, actually connects them both, but mech is there. Jotan going for the TP out. Will actually be successful. Oh, nighttime vision. Rior didn't go for the telekinesis. And Shenro finds the haste. Are you kidding me?
Gets the haste shot. I can't even believe that. Both of them get out of this. But at the same time, Ninja Boogie found the Skyref Mage, single Chrono again, an easy kill here in the mid lane. That makes it 14 and 5. So wherever MSI is trying to do something, Rave they're just rotating much better, or they're even rotating. That's the good thing. So apart from this Rasta play in the mid, like we haven't seen anything good out of MSI at all. Like not in pushing, not in anything. But at least now the Nature's Prophet has some time to get something. But seriously, yes, PTs. 16 minutes in PTs. There is something in the courier for him now. It's a done Maelstrom. Okay. It's still like, I mean, with PTs, that is on strength, he has like about 850 HP. I don't know, like the Queen of Pain can pretty much, yeah, get him with a Scream, Shadow Strike combination, two right
Look
clicks,
at this
that's
push
it.
mid in now. Howl is there, Mass Serpent Wars. This tower melts, but the stun being channeled. Cheo goes in with the PKB phase. Will it be enough? BYB is slowed down. There's a nice unstable corruption onto 2 heroes, but Sonic Wave on cooldown. And Cheo, the physical damage a little bit too much, but oh, what got stolen? The Mass Serpent Wars. Rubik, can he actually use them as well? He's shackled up. No, he's gonna go down, or is he? Chrissy keeps him alive with the mech. The vacuum is there, but still, they are alive, and now Cheo, he's back in the middle of it. But, man, no BKB anymore. Has to run away, but Shotan, well, he has the AGs, I guess, but no shapeshift, so might die twice here. Mystic Flare onto Ninja Boogie. No, he goes down as well. We're 3 for 2 so far as Shotan, he comes back to life. Cast, channels the unstable concoction. Will it hit on anybody? Shotan, yes, but they just can't follow up anymore.
There's just heroes left that can't really do anything against each other. Like Darkseer, Alchemist, that combination doesn't kill Lycan or the Bristleback, so I don't know, in the end they get the tower, and Nature's Prophet even gets the Queen of Pain here around the secret shop. I don't know how they had vision there, but yep, somehow the Furion just guessed that he was there and yeah, followed up. And that makes a much better trade for MSI, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does. It was a 2 for 2. Of course, MSI also lost the Aegis, so 3 for 2 in some sense. But oh, top lane the stun, catches BYB, unstable concoction is there, Rior. Oh, he stole the Wrath of Nature as well. Oh man.
Yep. This is such an amazing steal actually for a Rubik, because you're on a support, you're always like, oh man, I need gold and stuff, but like with Nature's Wrath on a Rubik, you can easily farm up.
Yeah, now
oh, but Ninja Boogie, you already activated the Mask of Madness. If he wants to, he can just solo chrono again someone. And so far he wasn't hesitant, like that's the funny part about Rave. They are still in the part on the phase of like, hey guys, they're not pushing, so we might as well, you know, just farm and get really fat. So he's not hesitating to use the chrono on just one target. They're not looking like desperately for wombo combo and stuff like that. And MSI, it's 19 minutes that they actually start to push, but they need to be spread out because they know the Void is around. So if they're not spread out, it's gonna be a horrible chrono. But it seems like they learned from past mistakes, or did they?
Cheo already and Ninja Boogie. He wants to catch more than one hero for sure. Chris is there, maxed out, back in level 4, level 1 wall as well. Unstable concoction being channeled. There's the telekinesis. Can they actually kill off Shenron? He's completely left alone by his teammates, or is he MSI? Do they really want to go in? Ninja Boogie catches too. Can he blow up the Scar of Mage? The Hex is there from JYC. Having some server lag, I have no idea what's going on, but now they continue. It is one hero down, Lycan is just fallen already. Mass Serpent Wars, they all back off, and Ninja Boogie. Time walk away. Cheo tries to do something more. Darkseer gets another kill. As clean 2-0 fight for Rave.
Yeah, like we actually saw the combo we were talking about in the draft right now, right here, because this was the Chronosphere into the wall, into vacuum with Iron Shell on the Void, and yeah, nothing they can do there. Like they just exploded in that chrono. So like if properly executed by Rave, they can make it with one chrono, -1, -2, or even -3 if he gets 3 into chrono. Like this is just bad for MSI. Like if the positioning is wrong, they don't get it. And Ninja Boogie is an experienced enough player to actually not go like in this situation for one man chrono. He waited. He knew Bristleback is not worth it. He's gonna die either way. But he was just waiting till other players just converge and want to join the fight, and as soon as they come, he just comes in with the chrono and yeah, ends their misery.
Yeah, but now MSI, they are getting close to a couple of key items. JYC just picks up the Blink Dagger on Shadow Shaman, as well as, well, Necro level 3 will be there soon enough for the Lycan as well, and Bristleback, I think the most important item of all will be the Pipe, which is about 700 gold away for him.
Absolutely. We have to look at the crafts. It's been 10 minutes since the last time we had a look on it, and looking at the experience, we have approximately 7.5k. When it updates, it's probably gonna be 7.5k, and when it comes to gold, they had like a little yeah, I don't know, a little gap there in their progression of the graph. That was the fight in the mid, but that wasn't even worth like 1,502k gold. And after the fight in bottom, they completely recuperated from that back to 5k for Rave. It's not as much as last game, but we already see a tendency here. Like, it's already going in one direction. Sooner or later, it's gonna even climb faster, because that Faceless Void now, even with with a BKB, which means now he can't be stopped by the Scarab Mage, and he has a Chrono already, and he's coming from the side. They see that, but with a Time Walk, can he catch up? No, that was under a ward. Ninja Boogie, they saw you.
Well, they can still try to pressure tier 2, I guess, although Rave's push definitely isn't the fastest by any means.
But finally,
unfortunate for them.
The Nature's Prophet finally starting to split push. Like, they need to apply pressure, they need to use their goddamn laning. Like, their, I don't know, split laning with Wolves, Necros, Drains. They can push out 2 lanes if Rave really commits to 1.
And, well, that's the beauty of just having the kind of draft that they do. So far, like you said, this is kind of the first time that Nature Prophet is actually pushing the lane far enough. So it might matter that the MSI, or rather Rave, has to react, but
now, Rave, this is the pressure that MSI is really allergic to. Like, you are on the dire side, you have a Lycan, but you don't get to do Roshan. So now, they're just going in, and there's nothing they can do, to be honest. If they go in, they're gonna get chronoed.
But maybe JYC can blink Hex. There's the Sprout, 3 for some vision as well. Cheo dropping low, the mech is already used, the Shenron. He's trying to be disruptive as can be in the front lines, has the mech ready still if need be. Cast. Unstable concoction, he has it if he wants to start channeling a Ninja, but he's already out of mana thanks to the Necrobook. No ultimate from him, there's the Sprout onto cast, silenced up as well, Mystic Flare on top of the Alchemist. They get the kill and the wall is deployed from Rave. But does this mean that MSI gets the easy Roche now?
I don't think Rave is gonna let that happen.
They don't have enough mana for Chronosphere. This General gets thrown back. Will there be enough time locks? He gets one. Will he get more though? Mask of Mana is activated. Sonic Wave is there as well. They do get it, but in the meantime, Chotan, he picks up the Aegis, Time Walk away from the Faceless Void, and Cheo should be able to blink quite easily, but blink on Shadowshine just got used.
I really don't know what that was. Like, they completely watched how their Bristleback is just getting nuked down, even though they had enough resources. Like, the Wolves were there, the Necro units were there. Like, they could have really done something against this. They could really have done something against this. Not to mention that Faceless Void is getting away, like, with 150 HP. That's pretty much nothing. Just the other shock by the Rasta, or like an Arcane Bolt and Seal by the Scarab Mage. But they didn't care. They just let the Bristleback die in hope they get the Roshan. Like, or they got the Roshan, but I think they could have just turned around the fight and then get Roshan. But they put so much emphasis on the Roshan, so yeah, you got the Aegis for the price of a Bristleback, where you could have had like 2 or 3 kills plus a Roshan with the Bristleback alive. So I don't know, when it comes to decisions, MSI is in my opinion just not always on the optimal side.
Oh, I have to agree with you to some extent, but I just think the Bristleback himself should have backed off a little bit earlier rather than stay for so long. But Ninja Boogie Time Walk in, blink out by BYB. Well, not enough. Chronosphere solo once again, although JYC, never mind. BKB from Ninja Boogie. He's gonna go for more. He's going for JYC now.
Bashes. Then bashes.
Man. Come on, 2 more right clicks. Yes. Bash King Ninja Boogie.
That BKB. Like, if he would have kited him a bit more, then there would have been a Shackle or Hex Shackle combination next to the wards. That might have been enough for Ninja Boogie. But this was still a 9 seconds BKB. It was almost completely fresh. So therefore, he had nothing to fear. Single Chrono on a Rave King, and the Rasta trying to come to help, also just dying. So yeah, Ninja Boogie is, as I said, he's gonna have an awesome game. And wait, this is a Mithril Hammer, and now we are looking at a Maelstrom done, and he's also gonna take all that tasty gold from the wards. Look at this, nom 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 nom, 38 gold, 38 gold. The value, by the way, like I looked it up, it's at 29 to 42. Like, it's pretty crazy, the wards.
So in average, it should be around 350 gold for all 10 of them. Oh, the blink top lane, but BYB gets his own blink.
Oh, we
out.
have a disconnect here. The Rasta, actually, I don't know if he's, maybe he's really pissed that he died. No, I don't know, but yeah, like farming the wards is always a nice thing. It's like it's almost a guaranteed 300 gold, and then plus minus RNG, you have a chance of getting like to 320 to 350. So farming the wards is pretty much like, it's almost like 2 Necro units, just without the XP. Necro units, they give XP now, even buffed, one. So yeah, necro units are a bit more tasty when it comes to like killing enemy units, but yeah, the wards are pretty close to that.
Yeah, and I don't even know which is more like mentally satisfying, to kill the wards or necrobooks. I guess wards maybe, especially since like, oh yeah, you just use them for nothing, like this time around. Of course, it did do some damage to Faceless Void, but not too much at all. And Darkseer has his own blink there, going for his Shiva's card now as well. And just Darkseer, blink, vacuum, wall, Shiva's card, slowing everybody down, unstable concoction to follow, maybe the Chronosphere. It's starting to look scary, especially as MSI, they're not going for any BKBs, not yet at least. And actually, Shenroi, not even finishing up the pipe, has a plate mail instead. So, I mean, good decision or not?
To be honest, the problem is, yeah, we talk about those small things, but at the moment I just don't see how small things can change something for MSI. I think the entire decision making, positioning on the map, the decision to have a, I don't know, a push draft without push, all these things, it just doesn't work for me. Also now we have Aegis on a Lycan without MSI fighting, so it just doesn't all make sense for me. And Ninja Boogie is in the top lane, and if he wants to, he gets a double chrono on top of this. There is Chrissy. They can go for this combination. Time walk in, double chrono. They get at least the Aegis off. Look at this.
Lycan is the worst target for it, though, I think, since he has that Aegis.
No, it's nice. You can get it off, and with the double chrono you get
if you
even
get
more.
when he has shapeshift activated already, and oh, Rubik, he steals the Master Serpent Wars. There's the chrono, catches two, and the shapeshift was activated as well. Vacuum into wall, Sonic Wave is there as well. Shenroi. Well, the mech is there. The running away Chotan, nope. Stand up, telekinesis, and unstable concoction. And when he comes back, there's no shapeshift.
Oh, Ninja Boogie wants the Bristle first. Look at it. He's gonna finish that Bristle and then on the Lycan.
Oh man.
Oh, but the Lycan trying to TP. No vacuum. No telekinesis. He's actually getting out of it. But still, it's absolutely worth it. It's a Bristle kill plus the Aegis off the Lycan. So MSI is again crippled. They sacrificed a ton to get this Aegis. And now it's all done for what? Nothing. They didn't achieve anything. They got 3 creep waves for this Aegis pretty much, like with no damage done on the tier 2 tower and everything. But the combo of the Darkseer, I really liked it. Like this was vacuum, Iron Shell on 2 on the Void as well as on the enemy, plus then the wall on top of it, and of course Queen of Pain came in there. The Sonic Wave on 2 targets, easy peasy. This is a nice wombo, papa combo.
Yeah, and since Rior actually stole the Mass Serpent Wars, they can now use those to go for the tier 2. But TPs are coming in, Bristleback is gonna be there. Will it be enough though? No, tower is gonna go down anyway. Ninja Boogie, well, he has Time Walk unless there's a silence. AG Shield was already used. BKB, Ninja Boogie. Oh, he's gonna go for JYC. No Shadow Shaman. Nice Kronos with Chotan. He gets caught. Will it be enough? The right clicks Ninja Boogie actually dishes out a lot of damage. The mech is there keeping alive for a little while longer. The Sprout, Mass Serpent Wars. They do finish the kill. Mystic Flare onto Ninja Boogie. Gets out of there and Time Walk into the trees. TP out. Oh man.
Vacuum stun.
But is this the fight, or Shenroi still wants to keep on chasing? Wrath of Nature bouncing around, and now everyone's TPing out.
Everybody's just TP out. Everybody off board. Help
but
yourself. Jo in the
cleans
background.
up in the background. Double kill for him.
The cleanup crew just arrived, even without using anything. And now actually, I don't know, with Iron Shell on the Bristleback, they could do him. I mean, he's slowed. There's another slow even coming out. They can slowly but steadily kill the Bristleback. Yes, they can. Chrissy is gonna get this one. Well aware of the fact that he can't really survive that. The Bristleback just being kited, not having any influence whatever. And also awesome play here by Ninja Boogie, baiting everything out. The only downside is the courier died, but I mean, who cares? Was there anything in the courier? I don't even know. But
there was a TP scroll and an Iron Branch.
Oh yeah, baby, that's high value. Either way, I mean, Ninja Boogie is really making the plays here. Like, he time walked on one target and waited till the others, like, they have to respond. And then he just chronoed 2 of them, got 2 kills. The third one was prepared by him, and the cleanup crew, Jo here, came in the background. And the funny part is, of course, after they all just TP'd in front of Bristleback's nose, he was like, okay, damn it, I'll just go back to the fountain. But no, a Darkseer and a Corrupt combination is just enough to kite out everything. And oh, what? Oi, 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 that was close here. Nature's Prophet, farming the enemy Ancients, but now Cast. I'm actually surprised that Cast is still going for like support items. I mean, he went for 4 stuff. This Alchemist, like with the farm and everything he gets, he could have even transitioned into damage, make it another core on Rave.
Oh, they have Ninja Boogie for that as he's going for a JYD. The silence, well, doesn't really matter at all.
3 hits.
Yeah, Ninja Boogie is level 20 already now as well.
Yep, he's actually 3 levels above the Queen of Pain. So level 20 on the Void, 17 on the Quap, 15 on Darkseer, and then comes the Lycan with also 15. So the level difference is just nuts. If you look at the XP graphs, we're looking at 20k. The gold at the moment shows us about 10k. So gold is quite okay-ish, but the experience advantage on Rave's side is just insane.
But Chandroy, she's just standing in the front lines like the tank he is. Oh, Rior couldn't get the telekinesis. He hasn't stolen anything. Actually, the Mass Serpent was just expired on him as well. But the tower actually dropping reasonably fast, I have to say.
Yep, this time without Mass Serpent Ward stolen.
Oh, the blinking, the Chrono catches too as well. Oh, poor Shadow Shaman, and even Chandroy into the face. He's not that tanky at all. The Bristleback doesn't help anything. Sonic Wave to finish the kill. And
yep,
now
buybacks.
Come on, can they chase them? Telekinesis straight up Ninja Boogie. He's man fighting. There's the vacuum wall. Mystic Flare not doing anything at all. As Chandroy, if he dies now, it's a dieback and it's really dire straits for them. 4-staff, unstable concoction will land on one as well. Chandroy, he's gonna go down. Christy helps out a little bit with the Ion Shell of his.
That's a dieback. That's 70 seconds here on a Bristleback, and in the meantime, they can just chip away those walls. They're still protected by the wall. If someone comes too close, there will be a vacuum. And even though they're relatively low HP, the wolves die. And that was pretty much the last resistance they had. But of course, we must not ignore the split push that was actually there. We had split push in the top lane, as well as pressure now on the bottom tier 2. So the Furion is trying to do something, but oh, Ninja Boogie here, slow. The Arcane Bolt flying. Oh, but Rasta needs to be closer. I can't even believe that he's actually managed to get out of here. But now, maybe Jo, there's no silence on him, so he can blink away.
Oh, that's Sprout! BYB sprouted himself. Are you kidding me right now? And Jo? I still really want to turn it around now. He wants to run away, but that Linken's actually saved Cheo's life there. Okay. Otherwise, it would have been immediate hex or shackles. I don't know actually which one it was, but man,
and
that's proud.
Oblivion, 2 Oblivion stuffs on the Fury, and he's going for.
Oh, BYB down, Blink in, Scream of Pain, one more right click. That's all they need, and Cheo activates the BKB. Blink will come off cooldown in 1 second. Gets out, TP.
Yeah, he really wanted that Nature's Prophet. He was like, "You dare to sprout us." Well, either way, the Lycan is pointing out that Roshan is going to spawn soon, and he's actually right with that. The Roshan is going to spawn in the next seconds, and the problem is, look at this, Ninja Boogie already on the hunt here. I mean, this is a 80 seconds cooldown on the chrono. It's not a Aghanim Scepter chrono, but if they go on Roshan now and get then triple chrono, oh my god, they are all 3 at the Ancients. This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
Yeah, the chrono is there as well. Chotan, he can't run anywhere. The chrono just completely blocked him off. And well, this should be 3 heroes down.
Oh my goodness. And wait, who died there as well? No, this is still the residual, like, timer. But what a disaster. All 3 there at the Ancients. Perfect setup. Nice smoking here by Ninja Boogie. And to be honest, MSI, it is over. It is over, and I have to say it. Yes, HeflaTV is a damn negative caster. No, I'm not. I'm just looking at the numbers. It has to be a miracle, like, for MSI that they come back on this. Maybe they can red out here and there a tower, maybe even pressure the tier 3 tower, but at the moment the creep waves are not even pushed out. Ninja Boogie is gonna be equipped with the Aegis pretty much soon, which means his ballsy playstyle is gonna be even supported now with his Aegis. There is 2 Stellar Racks down, no outer towers left anymore, and so far in no fight we've seen anything. There's a cheese on the ground, nobody really wants it. Now Jo is like, oh, okay, if you want, Joe.
Yeah, man, if I have to, I pick up the cheese. Actually, Jo, he went for a Desolator now, so getting some extra push, some right click damage as well. And well, MSI, can they defend these racks here? Ninja Boogie, Chronosphere in 5 seconds.
Yep, the Chronosphere, 5 seconds, and that's it, like...
Oh, blinking telekinesis onto Chandroy. Will they get the kill? Unstable concoction being channeled, forced that's actually out from his base. Really nicely done overall, and Chandroy just gets blown.
Yep, the stuns, they're standing in front of him, no Pristle protection whatsoever, no reduction, and of course he has no buyback. He used the buyback for the mid-fight, which means they are down 4 people defending, and they're not even split pushing.
Look, time walk! Skyref Mage, bye-bye.
Yeah, they're calling GG CZ. Boogie. But I mean, look at the Furion. He's not even split pushing. He's in his own jungle, just farming. Like you see it in a pub where someone is just emoing out and saying like, "Fuck my team. Everybody is Russian here." Like I'm going jungle forever. But either way, guys, that's it. Rave is acing that game with a 2-0 well deserved, I have to say. They played already 3 games in the starter. Now they played 2 games here, and no sign of weakness, no sign of being tired whatsoever. MSI yesterday a much better performance. I mean, yesterday they at least got 1 game up against their enemy. Was it Titan, if I'm not mistaken?
MSI?
Yeah.
MSI, yes, they tied against Titan.
Yeah, they tied against Titan. So there they actually had a good game, or maybe it was just a bad game of Titan, who knows. Either way, Rave just too strong for MSI. Wrong decisions, questionable draft in game 1. Game 2, the draft looks amazing on paper, but if you look at the push potential and what actually came out as push, that is just not good enough. Either way, that's it, but we have another semi-final.
Indeed we do, and that's going to be Titan versus Insidious Idol, which should start latest in 36 minutes, unless Titan is occupied against Interactive Philippines in another cup at the moment. But they should be in their 3rd game for some time already, so hopefully we'll be done in 30 minutes time. So guys, at 22 SGT or just 16 Central European summertime, we're going to have the secondary semi-final. So until then, don't go anywhere, stick around, listen to some music, request some songs, and of course, if you enjoyed us, be sure to follow us on this channel on Twitch, as well as HeflaTV 2 and HeflaMog, the English channels for us. And if you want to know more, just check out our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and VK for the Russian viewers. All of them are HeflaTV. The links are also below the stream if you just want to get a shortcut to those. But see you in 30 minutes.